Hi folks, my name is Hailey Magee, and I'm here to share with you the 5 secrets for braver boundary setting. Secret 1, state the mutual benefit. Even though boundaries can be kind of tricky to set or receive at first, the truth is that in the long run, they tend to allow for a more honest and stronger relationship between two people. Whether your boundary is just being honest and open about something someone did or said that hurt you, or being more explicit about what you want and need from this relationship, these boundaries allow for you to release resentments, release expectations that the other person will read your mind, and just be open and clear about what you need. You might say something like, hey, I want this relationship to be a place where we can both be honest with each other. That's why I want to tell you that blank. Secret 2, forget fearlessness. When you're getting ready to set a boundary, it can be easy to imagine that you'll only be successful if you go in there totally fearless and confident and just saying no. But honestly, sometimes being honest about the fact that this conversation is kind of awkward or you're afraid of hurting someone's feelings can actually invite the boundary recipient in for a more transparent and comfortable boundary conversation. I recommend this approach with people you trust, friends, family, and people who generally tend to make you feel comfortable. You can always say something like, hey, it's really hard for me to say this, but I want to be honest. Insert your boundary here. You might also say something like, hey, I'm really making an effort to be more open with those close to me. That's why it feels important to share with you that blank. Secret 3, sometimes silence is the way. The truth is, not all boundaries need to be verbally communicated to somebody else, especially if you have no intention of maintaining a relationship with the person in question. Sometimes the most effective boundary is simply walking away and no longer engaging in a connection or a relationship or a quick moment with someone that doesn't work for you. Examples of nonverbal boundaries can include things like not replying to messages on social media from trolls or from people who say offensive things. Another example of a nonverbal boundary might be refusing to engage with someone on the street when they catcall you or call out to you. Finally, you might also simply make yourself a little bit less available to communities or people that you find draining. You don't necessarily need to say this, you can just adjust the way you act to assert your boundaries strongly. Secret 4, it's never too late to set a boundary. I don't know about you, but I've left conversations and interactions where I was kicking myself after, thinking, gosh, I wish I'd stood up for myself in the moment. I wish I'd said that. But the truth is, when it comes to boundary setting, it's never too late. You can always revisit old conversations and old interactions and retroactively assert a boundary that helps you to feel seen and understood. You might say something like, hey, I know it's different from what I've said before, but as I've given this more thought, I've realized I need something different. You might say something like, hey, do you remember that conversation we had about such and such? As time has passed, I've had more time to reflect and my feelings have shifted. Are you open to hearing them? And finally, secret 5, have a plan in place for discomfort. The truth is, learning how to set boundaries when you haven't done it before can be deeply uncomfortable. I like to think of the process as containing a lot of growing pains, right? You might feel guilt at telling someone no, or choosing to step away from a relationship that no longer serves you. You might also feel a lot of fear at being honest and open about what you need. It's helpful to have a plan in place so that after you've set your boundary, you can regulate your nervous system and help yourself calm down and feel safe. Things like journaling, calling a trusted friend or family member, or even meditating or going a run can really help you feel grounded and calm after setting an empowering boundary.